Hey y'all, this month we're working on some spine mobility, some rotation through your shoulders, your torso, hip strength, upper body strength, and a nice chest stretch. Here are your July 5. So this wash rag is a somatics exercise. I'm rolling my right shoulder in towards me, leaning on my right hip. And this allows me to twist my spine. I unroll, relax my shoulder. Now I'm rolling left shoulder in. So I'm drawing my left shoulder, right hip towards each other, slowly unrolling and relaxing. One more each way. I'm thinking of shoulder and hip coming towards each other, or you could think press this shoulder, left shoulder and right hip into the floor. And then I do take a second to slowly release, trying to make this as smooth as possible. This toe dip series, if you have a roller, lay back on your roller. If you don't, you could just lay flat on the floor. Take a second here, gently engage your low belly, relax your chest, gently engage your belly, relax your chest. Take another big inhale. On your next exhale, one leg lifts and lowers. You could push your hands into the ground to help support, but I want most of your support to come from here. Flat, hollow, flattened tummy, relaxed neck. Here's part two. I'm going to lift my left leg, hold it. This part now you might need to use your arms on the ground. That's totally legit. Second leg comes up, but I didn't tense my neck or my back. Toe dips in the imaginary pool of water down by my feet. So one leg stays put as my other leg moves. We're going 10. Here's 5. Easy, real easy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I'm trying to avoid doing is rocking my back or gripping and tightening. So if you lift your legs and you feel your back come up and tighten, or your neck, come on back down, come off the roller, go back to one leg, lift and lower. Because you're training your body and you want your tummy muscles to do the work rather than your neck. Okay, this medicine ball push-up. If you struggle with regular push-up, this is really going to be challenging for you. So one way to start would be just to give you a tiny bit of elevation by putting your hand on a block, coming up, holding your plank, and just getting the hang of untwisting. So if it feels like your back is really twisted, one shoulder is hiked, just getting yourself level-ish. Let me turn this way so you can see my upper back. One hand on the block, other hand on the floor. So I'm in an offset position. I'm trying to avoid twisting or hiking. If that feels pretty comfortable, you could try a little baby push-up, maybe 2 to 5. And you can for sure do these with your knees on the ground. So some little baby push-up to start. You could graduate eventually to an unstable surface like the ball and just see how this goes. Again, knees on the ground, maybe 5 little baby push-ups, trying to keep your shoulders and hips level. Once you've done 5 or so, switch. Side number 2. I'm going to stand up and talk to you a little bit. So what I'm trying to avoid doing is this rotation through my torso. So your tummy muscles have to work to keep your body stable. So try 5 on the second side. Your choice. Knees down, straight-legged, maybe just little baby push-ups. Once you've got 5 each side, come down, take a little rest, shake out your arms. For your split squat, I want you to find something that you can put your back foot on. That could be the bumper of your car, a couch. That could be a really low, like a Bozu, something really low to the ground. I'm going to use this chair. If you're using a chair, like a dining chair or a folding chair, make sure you're on a sturdy, non-stick surface. So I'm on a yoga mat that gives me a little stickiness so that I know that my chair won't just slide around on me. So Step number one, non-slip surface. Step number two, sit in your chair or whatever you're using. Stand up, take a tiny step forward, take another tiny step forward, and that should put you just about a good length away from your chair. Here's the tricky part. You got to look back and find it. Hang on to something if you need. You could have another dining chair here. You'd be close to the wall. I'm going to try to get mostly facing forward. Drop my butt down. Both knees bend, and then I stand up. I'm going to do 5. Slow-mo. Dropping my butt down. I'm hinged forward a little bit, so I'm not totally upright through my torso. None of this should hurt your knees. If it does, stop and find out a different way to do this. What am I on? 4. I'm going to do one more. So I do let my knee move forward a little bit when I do that lunge. This would be like a step up from if you've done a crescent lunge in yoga or a lunge with your foot on the ground. I'm going to give you that whole setup again. Side number 2. I'm sitting in my chair, stand up. I'm on my second leg now. I'm going to step 1 foot forward, second foot forward. Here's the tricky spot. Look back, find your chair. Ooh, hang on to something. Use a kitchen counter. Have somebody help you. Have a little balance buddy if you need to. This should feel stable. I'm going to bend my knees, sit my butt low to the ground, and stand up. So what I'm doing is lengthening all of this tissue in my thigh. I'm working legs, butt, back. I got 2 to go. Just doing 5. Good standing balance. Good. All those little tiny muscles in your lower leg and feet. So that's like a, say like a medium height. If that feels too high, find something lower to the ground. If you need help, call me and ask me for help. I don't want any of this to hurt your knees or your back, but I do want you to feel challenged. The way that I showed this in the other video, the more advanced video that you can graduate to, is on an unstable surface like your Swiss ball. So now you'll have that element of instability. So if you want to work your way up to this, and I like this one because I can let the ball kind of slide back a little bit. So that's another option, using your Swiss ball. Okay, we're done working. We're just going to stretch now. I'm rolling onto my back, either flat on my back or on the roller if this is comfortable. And then you can just let your arms drape to the side. I'm getting a real passive, easy chest stretch. 5 deep breaths here. Relax your back. Relax your chest. Relax your jaw. So this is just an easy passive stretch. If you wanted to add a little bit of movement, you could slide your arms up and down, in and out, whatever feels good today. Okay, so those are your July 5. We've got a Washrag, easy, twisty. Your toe dips, your stability move. That's a Pilates move. Med ball push-up, good luck to you on that one. And then that split squat, if you can organize yourself with one leg behind you on an object, and then just real easy passive chest stretch. If you want to do these with us live, come to one of our classes. Monday, 6 p.m. yoga. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pilates is when we're doing all of these. I also have a Thursday night class, Energy Flow. It's more like Tai Chi, so we don't necessarily do bigger strength moves, but it's a really nice, easy, it'd be a great way to get started if you're not really doing much activity right now. I hope to see you soon.